A Fox 8 investigation uncovers it can take months to repair fire hydrants in New Orleans.
Chris Joseph reports there are 300 out-of-service hydrants in the city.
Water flows out of a damaged fire hydrant in New Orleans East.
Eyesore. Eyesore. That's all I can say.
Greg Durance lives across the street on Savoy Court. He told us the hydrant has been cracked and leaking for months.
It's obviously costing the city or someone all this water that's gone to waste.
And at this broken hydrant at Selma and Shalimar, there's no water to be seen at all. New Orleans East resident Alicia Maria Adams says a vehicle took it out last fall.
Does that stress you out, living next to a hydrant that's damaged?
Yes, it does. Because I worry about that all the time, and it should have been fixed right away.
The New Orleans Fire Department says it checks each of the estimated 17,000 hydrants in the city annually. The Sewerage and Water Board says it receives those reports weekly for repairs, but city records show those requests could take months. On Savoy Court, city records show the department listed the hydrant as out of service in March 2024. Durance showed us emails from as early as December 27th, where he asked the Sewerage and Water Board several times to repair the leaking hydrant. A spokesperson for the utility says it received a report a month later, on January 21st. That's 10 months after the fire department first reported the hydrant damaged. City data shows the fire department again reported the hydrant as broken after inspecting it on February 22nd, a month after the utility says it received the report.
God forbid that one of these houses catch fire.
It wasn't until Fox 8 started asking questions that the Sewerage and Water Board repaired the hydrant, more than a year after it was first listed as out of service. We also uncovered a repair delay at the hydrant on Selma and Shalimar. That's the one that's leaning without water. The city data shows the NOFD identified the problem on February 1st, but the Sewerage and Water Board said it didn't receive a report until the end of the month. Again, crews repaired the hydrant when we started asking questions. The utility told us the issue exceeded its average time frame of repairs.
I'm not okay with any infrastructure failure of any kind.
We spoke with Sewerage and Water Board General Superintendent Stephen Nelson before discovering these broken hydrants.
So we do try to get them repaired as quickly as we can and have as few as possible.
The utility says it aims to repair hydrants within 75 days and acknowledge the delays in the two cases. As of late March, city records show there were 371 hydrants out of service citywide out of the estimated 17,000. Nelson said the hydrant system is in good shape, but when repairs are needed, areas with limited hydrants get priority.
For an individual hydrant where there's a leak, it would depend on the severity of the leak, if it were affecting pressure on the hydrant itself, if it were affecting nearby customers. So it would depend on the severity of the issue.
At both Selma and Savoy, there are other hydrants nearby, and the utility's spokesperson pointed to a hydrant near Savoy to explain the delays. New Orleans Fire Superintendent Roman Nelson says firefighters look for nearby hydrants when on a call.
So our firefighters train on if the hydrant is dead, which means you can't get it open to flow water, then you move to the next one. So again, it's a time delay, but we train on that.
He says the city's fire trucks also carry water, buying firefighters some time to find a new hydrant. Meanwhile, Greg Durance is relieved all the hydrants near his home are working.
I've reached out to them several times, and my next step was going to contact you guys, contact the media and report it. But you beat me to it. You was out here before I had a chance, so that's great.
The Sewerage and Water Board still has hundreds of other hydrants to fix. Reporting in New Orleans, Chris Joseph, Fox 8 Local First.
You can go to fox8live.com to find an interactive map of damaged hydrants in New Orleans.